All right, so what everybody's been waiting for, we're finally getting to work on the OBS. As you guys can see, you guys seen the thumbnail, man. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put a C-Notch on our OBS. That's the first mod that we're going with. But first, before we do get started, I wanna go ahead and shout out Obs Chevy Racing right there, man. You guys see it? They hooked us up with this clean C-Notch kit right here, as you can see. Just got to put it together, do measurements, get it all nice and welded up. So if you guys are looking to do a similar C-Notch on your OBS or any other truck, make sure you guys check out Obs Chevy Racing. Link is in the description. Also, make sure to check out their merch, man. They got some clean ass merch. I got one of their shirts right here. Y'all see it, man. But that being said, welcome back to another video, fellas. A lot of people have been asking for the OBS. It's only right we go ahead and do a little bit to the OBS. C-Notch, you guys see it? The direction we're going with as far as suspension, C-Notch with the 4-link coilovers. We're gonna go all out with this truck. Make it nice, make it clean. More than likely, at the moment, thinking about just keeping it white, get some clean wheels. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We're not there yet. We're just only getting started with it. So first thing, let's go ahead and get the bed off, man. So first thing, just a few screws for our gas cap. So first things first, gonna have a few bolts for the bed, a few on each side. It's gonna be about 6 or 4 total, something like that. Very similar to my truck, the NBS. We'll go ahead and get those bolts out. After we get those out, the bed should come right on off. And for those new to the channel, let me go ahead and update you guys on the truck. It's a 92 OBS, it's a GMC. Was thinking about making it a Chevy, but kind of like the newer style look of the GMC, so probably just give it the updated 96, 97 style GMC look. And as far as the interior, you guys know we had to go with the square dash. Definitely seen better days, but that's an easy swap. You guys know there's a ton of these out there. But the best part is that it's already a stick shift. So once we do that engine swap and that transmission swap, it'll be easy to keep it stick shift. Then just do some bucket seats, clean up that square dash, and then we're gonna have a very clean truck, fellas. Maybe do some electric windows. But the best part about this truck is, check out those miles, man. 127, that is not bad for this truck at all. Most of these trucks, when we were looking to make our purchase, most of these trucks were like 240, 230, 210, 190 in that range. So not many of them left, man. So to come to our finding, there is 8 total. There's another one back here in the back right there. So 4 each side. So 2, 1, 2, and then you have 2 more down there. So it's gonna be the same thing on this side. All right, so like I mentioned earlier, it's gonna be pretty much the same thing on this side. Got your 4 bolts. Already got the 2 front ones now. Need the 2 back ones. Those come up, come out. For wiring, all you're gonna have is this little harness right here. That just unplugs, comes out. And that's it, man. Your bed comes off. Just found out how loose our exhaust is. Been driving it like that. And for the last back bolt, it's easy if you just get this bolt out. Gives you access. It's kind of in a way to get that last bolt. So just take this one out, then you'll be able to get that last bolt out as well. So now that we have all the bolts off, we'll go ahead and get the tailgate off. Comes out like that. Taking this off definitely makes it a little lighter. Tailgate's probably about 60, 70 pounds. So we also figured we'd just take off the bumper as well, because once we lift it, it'll be easier just to go straight than over the bumper. So, I mean, technically we also have a little crane, a little engine crane that we could use, but as you can see, just getting our bumper off, it's gonna be the same thing, just a few screws. There you have it, just slides out. Now we have our OBS ready. Get that bed off, should be a lot easier without the bumper. As you can see, these beds aren't too heavy either, probably about 300 pounds or something like that. So we're more than likely just gonna use the engine crane to get it up and out. Don't wanna hit the Datsun. Check it out, man, for the OG subscribers, man, the one that started the whole channel. It's right here, man. We got the OG Datsun. Still hasn't changed much, man. It's pretty much just been sitting and chilling. Not sure what we wanna do on it next. Wheels or whatnot, haven't decided, but we like the way it sits right now. It's just a good little cruiser. That's why we're working on these other trucks. This one's for the most part pretty much done. But anyways, we'll use the crane. That'll be a lot easier. And just also because it's a tight space, don't want to hit the Datsun. So like I said, basically we're just setting up this harness, 4 points, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we'll go ahead and tighten it up with the hook. It'll grab that middle section and then pick it up. Just like that, it'll grab right there in that middle section. So we just moved the truck forward. As you can see, obviously, truck needs a paint job. That is the least of our worries though, because you can see the frame is super clean. Get a nice clean frame, man. This is a California truck its whole life, so no rust at all. You also have to remember it's a pretty low mile truck for what it is as well. There you have it, got our bed off. Now we can just wheel it into the garage and get to work on that C-Notch. So the whole kit is basically just those plates, then obviously weld it all together. So right now it just comes down to getting measurements, placement. So right now we'll get our bump stops off. Won't be needing those with the C-Notch kit. Now just going ahead and doing measurements all around. Just trying to find that center point. We'll just go ahead and measure that out, find the center. And there you have it. You can barely see it, but got our middle mark there. More or less kind of getting an idea of where to line up that C-Notch for the middle part. So there you have it, made that mark slightly bigger. Now, same thing on that side. Just kind of measuring from this lower area. You can see if I could line that up. Kind of lines up exactly with it. So that's the way we measured it. Gonna do the same thing on that side. So kind of just going around, using the stick to line up evenly. There you go, got that middle mark as well. So now we'll just go ahead and draw a line down the middle. Just like that, we have our measurements. Now that we have our middle parts measured, we'll come to our plate over here, measure the middle over here as well, and then we'll line up the middle space of here with the middle space of the truck. So essentially that's gonna go just like that, as you can see, and that's how you get your center right there, fellas. So there you have it. Now when the plate lines up right there, you will have to remove these bolts right here. That's just this bracket right here. You could just move it back, so not an issue. Go ahead, check that fitment. There it is. You can see that's how it sits, nice and flush. So this middle bar right here is gonna stay. Then you're gonna have sidewalls like that, swelled all the way around. Of course, I'm gonna cut this middle section here out. So now that you have the overall shape, you could go ahead and weld the little side plates right there as well. Then it's gonna be the same thing on this side. Just give it a few tacks, that's what we're doing right now. But there it is, that's more or less the idea. You guys see it, man. Overall, if you have all the tools, everything you need, pretty easy job. The other side is gonna be pretty much the same thing as well. Same process. You wanna have this all welded up, secure, then put it onto the truck, then weld it to the truck. Once you have that all welded up, then you'll finally do your cut, and then you'll be done. So right now, go ahead, get this all welded up. All right, and there you have it, got both C-notches welded up. Now all we gotta do to get these to sit on there nice and flush is just go ahead and make a slight trim on the frame up here. That allows us to get it all the way down and flush. Then once we have it sitting flush, we'll go ahead and weld it up, and then finally make our cut. All right, there you have it. After making that slight little cut there, now you can see it sits nice and flush with the frame. Now we'll just go ahead and do that side, then go ahead and get them welded up. And you can see this side as well, nice and flush down here with the frame. And there you have it, got both sides done. As you can see, not too bad of a job, fellas. And if you have some basic welding skills, have the tools to do it, not too bad, right, bud?
Not too bad, you know.
So they're not too bad. Obviously, they do also make pre-made ones like these. If you want to just do it yourself, it's also, I mean, you guys saw it, not too bad, pretty easy overall. But there you have it, man. Pretty much just weld it up, make the cut for the notch, and that's it. Pinche way racing for the win, fellas. You see, honestly, like I said, man, if you know what you're doing, you can easily bang this out in like 2-3 hours. And we'll go ahead and show you the cut we made on the frame so you can see how subtle it is. Very, very small, just to get it in there snug. Just to get it to slide in there as so. So now, as you can see behind me, we'll just go ahead, finish up sanding the whole area we're gonna be welding. Just get it nice and clean to get those strong welds. So there you have it, got all the areas we're gonna be welding cleaned up here for that inside portion, and obviously this whole outside area. And just before we get these welded onto the truck, just want to go ahead and get the underside shape, get it tacked on, just get the overall shape. That way, once we got it onto the truck frame, it's easier to put on. And there you go, got that tacked up, got the shape we need. Now get it fully welded. And there you have it, got this side done, got every section that we needed to get welded. You guys know last thing is pretty much just getting it cleaned off, making that cut. That's pretty much it, man. And there you have it, got both sides welded up, ready to go, man. So now let's go ahead and do that cut. There you have it, that piece of the frame comes out. As you can see, the welds are holding the frame very well. Now, last part is just getting that underplate on, all welded up. And there you have it, as you can see, went ahead and filled in those gaps right there, just to make the C-notch that much stronger. Right now, we're just going to welding our underplates, making them strong, and then we'll go ahead and throw them onto our C-notch. It's gonna be the same exact thing on that side. Obviously, not right now, but later we do have plans on, making it nicer, prettier, cleaning it up, getting this whole frame painted, have it looking good. But for now, that will do. We also went ahead and coated that underplate with some rust paint. So once that gets dried up, we'll go ahead and put it onto our C-notch, weld it on. We're good to go, man. All right, so we actually ran out of wire for our welder, but nonetheless, we were able to get most of it done. So pretty much what you're about to see is the finished C-notch, only missing a few little areas where we had to weld, but nonetheless, you guys know the deal, man. Check it out. All right, but you guys see it, man, more or less got our C-notch done. Obviously, like I said, ran out of wire for our welders. So this side is for the most part done. That side, we still have to do the cut, but it's the same exact process as this side. First step to the OBS was getting that C-notch. And like I said, next step for the OBS is a 4-link and some coilovers, of course, for the front and the back. Like I said, man, we're gonna get this truck right. A lot of things coming for it. Facelift, bucket seats on the interior, wheels, rims, everything, you name it, we're doing it. What you think, bud?
It's a lot of work, but man, it's gonna look good once it's dropped.
Yep.
Got those coilovers, 4-link. It's gonna be a nice truck.
We can't tell them what's the swap yet.
Not yet, it's a secret.
But something different, and y'all be ready for that swap, man. It's gonna be coming soon. But first, of course, we gotta finish my MBS first, the other single cab. Gotta get the 4L80 into that. Gotta do the turbo, finish that truck, and then we'll go ahead and really get started on this truck. But we just went ahead and did the C-notch for you guys because a lot of people have been wanting some OBS content. So kind of did this video just so you guys wouldn't think that we forgot about the OBS. Nah, man, it's here and we got a lot of content coming for it, man. Y'all heard it here first, man. You guys know what to expect. 4-link is coming next, like I said. But that's gonna wrap this one up. Y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, and subscribe to the boy. We'll see you on the next one, man.